Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. We talk outdoors every Saturday morning. Good morning to all you good folks in Brownsville, Tennessee on 1520 AM and 95.3 FM. And, of course, in Jackson on News Talk 101.5. And right here in Memphis on AM 790, 92.9 HD. We talk to you every Saturday morning in Memphis from 9 to 10:30 now. We got a little later show there, 6 o'clock in Brownsville and 6:30 in Jackson. And going to have a lot of fun today. Frank Barton will join us momentarily. But we have the man himself in here, the Graybeard Adventurer, sitting in with us, and that's Dale Sanders. And Dale, I want to get back to this trip to Page because you mentioned spearfishing. So were you invited out there, or you wanted to go? Because you have a history. You've done some spearfishing, right?
Yeah, I spearfished through the late 50s and this through the 60s an awful lot. I was national level in competition. Won the Athlete of the Year for the United States, as a matter of fact.
Were you in the military then? Oh, yeah.
Yes, I was in the military when I first started competitive spearfishing.
Yeah.
Navy.
And so is that
I always say Navy.
Navy, yeah. and that was that a big event out there in Page? I mean,
well, it was world
championship.
Yeah, world championships. Right there in Page, Arizona, we had 10 different countries represented. Usually, New Zealand and Australia walk away with most of the awards, but this time the U.S. won most of them.
And you were there. That's probably.
I was there. I was photographing the event.
You were photographing the event. Okay. Yeah. All right. Then you spent.
Alex Mayer and myself, we did it.
Oh, you and Alex were out there together.
Yeah.
Are we going to see some of that sometime?
The film's going to be released for 3 months.
In 3 months.
Yep.
Wow. Is it going to be about spearfishing?
Yeah, it's all about that tournament.
Yeah.
And a lot of history, and you'll be able to see it on the internet. But if you really want to see it, it's going to be a lot of extras, like interviews and things that will not be in the movie. That'll be in the extras if you buy the DVD.
Now, is that on Lake Powell, or what is that on?
Yeah, it's on Lake Powell.
Okay.
Lake Powell's really low now, and those carp. But you realize that carp day that last day.
Yeah.
The winning. Many people got over 100 fish.
Oh, I thought all that flooding came back to California after all that.
Everything in California is full.
Okay.
Reservoirs are full, but not the ones that are east of the Sierra Nevada.
Ah, okay. Of course, Page is, but
Page, Arizona is up there, pretty close to the Four Corners.
All right. So what's ahead for Dale in 2023? You're gonna take it easy, aren't you, Dale?
I'm gonna take it easy and take care of my family and get my home ready and everything, and then I'm going to do the same thing in 2024. Take it easy and do some odd.
Are you looking to that? Are you going to do something when you're 90 days?
I'm taking it easy for those 2 years because I'm planning ahead, man.
You're looking for
2025.
So 2025, when you turn 90.
When I turn 90, I want to do that old Appalachian Trail and get that record back.
You hear that, Shelby? At 90, he wants to do the Appalachian Trail. Now, you've done the trail all the way, hadn't you? I mean, really, technically, from Florida.
I held the record.
Yes,
the world record until this past year when my friend Nimble Will Nomad broke it.
Yes, and you also. So you're not going to tell us, but you're looking to something when you turn 90. That we can count on.
I can tell you. I tell you what I'm looking at.
You're going to do the trail.
I'm going to do the Appalachian Trail again, God willing, and the creeks don't rise.
From where to where? Are you going from Georgia to?
I'm looking at Georgia to Springer Mountain in north central Maine.
Wow.
Yep, that's 2,200 miles.
You're a motivator for this. I know growing up I love where you grew up. You know what.
Wrestling bears?
No. The split. The
split skillet. I mean, you got me.
I got you saying it.
Split skillet. It's lick skillet.
Lick skillet, Kentucky, right?
Yeah.
I got Dale now. He's having trouble remembering where he came from and everything.
He can't even say lick skillet.
No. But these things have always been. You've always been an achiever and a challenger. You look at things. I know you walked around the world and. Your wife learned quickly that
she quit hiking with me after that trip.
Yeah. How long y'all been married?
43 years.
Okay, so she's quit doing all that stuff with him, but this is the first time I've actually got to have Dale in the room with me when we're both in our 80s. And so the inspiration,
time, yeah.
you know, I had my cancer deal last year, and I was, Dale, you were part of my journey last year that kept my mind off what I was going through.
You cannot believe how I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah,
I hear
because
that a lot.
It kept me motivated to know, hey, don't worry about it. Dale Sanders is out there paddling away, fighting those cross currents. When I was in my third spinal tap, my 17 radiations last year, I knew that Dale was on the river, you know, and that's the inspiration I think the kick you get out of this, because I know you did it for juvenile diabetes. You did a lot of that.
The first year, yeah.
First year, you did a lot of that, but the inspiration part. So when people come up to you for the first time, what's a question most people ask you that you get asked?
Well, I get asked a lot.
Are you nuts? Are you nuts or something like that?
Yeah. Well, I tell you, along that line,
yeah,
I do hear a lot. You're going to die.
Yeah,
out there on that river.
Well, we're all going to die sometime. The Lord's already picked that day out.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true. We are sometimes.
Yeah.
I think they meant dying on the river.
But most people ask you why. I'm sure. Why do you do this?
A lot of people ask me not only why, but they ask me, how do I stay healthy enough to do long distance paddling and long distance?
Because you don't look 88, Dale.
Hiking.
You don't look 88. No, you really don't.
Well, thank you so much.
Take away that beard. Take away that beard and the ponytail. And he is playing hurt today. Now he's injured his right elbow. And folks, get this now. Only I would say this about Dale. He injured his elbow using his chainsaw. Now, if you know anybody 88 out there working a chainsaw right now, let me know, you know. So he's getting no sympathy from me on that, you know. But you've looked at yourself to try to stay fit. What are you, 5'10", 5? What are you, how tall are you?
My height?
Yeah, 5'9"?
Well, I used to be the maximum 5'6", but I think I've lost a little.
So you're 5'5" or so. You weigh
5.5.
What are you weighing right now?
Yeah.
What are you weighing?
I weigh 152.
And you stayed that way.
If I'm working out, I pretty well hang around 150, 153 like that.
Yeah. Have you spent much time in the hospital, Dale? You've been very healthy.
Long enough to have my gallbladder taken out.
Then
that took me 2 hours, and I was back home unloading concrete.
We need to look at each other's 3 little spots here again. I got one of those gone, too.
You can't see mine anymore.
No, well.
Literally, you know that next day I was out unloading hollow blocks from a truck?
Dale, no.
I should not have.
You should not have been doing that, Dale.
But I was.
Yeah. Well, now I can say also I'm 80, but I also share a loss of gallbladder with Dale Sanders. That makes me feel a lot better to do that. But
that was the easiest operation I ever had. It used to be a big deal, you know, in the old days.
Yeah, it is for some, but we're fortunate. But the health-wise, you said you celebrated your birthday earlier this week, and you ate a lot.
Wednesday, I ate too much.
You did eat too much.
Man. Bill, you know what? My daughter and son-in-law and 2 grandchildren showed up at 11 o'clock in the evening.
Yes.
Wednesday evening, after I'd already been out to dinner with Miriam and my wife Miriam and my son.
Yeah.
And they had a cake. Well, I couldn't.
At 11
I was
o'clock.
already full from ice cream after the dinner. I couldn't say no, so I had some more cake.
So what do you base your longevity on in your health, Dale?
Staying fit, staying happy, and staying active, and having a good quality spiritual life.
Yes, and you've been retired from a real job.
I've been retired from real job, which was 37 years with the Department of Navy since 2002.
Okay, he and I retired. I retired from the newspaper about that same time when Dale got out of the Navy, and I felt like I was in the military working for the newspaper at that time. But so now we know when Dale turns 90, which will be on June 14th, 2025, that he will embark on the trail, Lord willing, and he'll be able to. My goodness, Dale. I mean, there's not many other things conquered. I mean, you've done the rims of the canyon. Have you done
rim
all?
to rim to rim. Yeah.
Rim-
I still hold that world record.
You still hold that world record.
Yeah, Guinness World Record.
Yeah, but you've also hiked the trail in Florida too, haven't you?
Yeah,
Gone.
Florida National Scenic Trail. Yeah. Mhm.
Did you notice he just?
I still hold that record too.
He just just like it's nothing to it. I mean, I have trouble walking in the mall. But I got or from the food tray to the food tray with Dale Sanders. Well, tell our people how they can keep up with what's going on with you. And
but first, let me just say that the world record that I'm really proud of, that Guinness certificate for doing the Mississippi River at 87 years old last year.
Yeah,
and how can people find out what's going on?
Yeah,
how
they
can
follow
they
you on
rent
Facebook.
the movie or get the movie?
Yes,
And adventure. Go to. There's a couple websites. They can go to my personal one. That's graybeardadventurer.com, or you can go to graybeardthedocumentary.com.
And you can also go to Instagram at graybeardthedoc.
Yeah.
I got that.
Or you can just simply Google Dale Graybeard Sanders, and it'll give you lots of options.
Well, we didn't have all this, did we, Dale, growing up? You and Lickety Split or wherever it was. I'm never going to get your hometown.
Split the lick.
Split the lick. So to speak of the social media, we didn't have social media back then. We had party lines and things like that,
Yeah.
You go to the grocery store and things like that. But Dale Sanders, thank you for being on Outdoors with Larry Ray today. Always a pleasure to have Dale in studio. A lot of followers out there, and they always want to know, when are you going to get Dale back? Well, we got him back. And we're going to keep up with him. Dale, stay in touch. Thank you for coming.
And I'm so pleased you have me back on the show again. I love it.
We have fun, don't we?
Yeah.
It's real serious.
It really is.
We get real serious here now. Stay away from them chainsaws. They'll be making a movie about Dale Sanders, the Chainsaw Man, when it comes down to it. All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Let Dale get back to whatever he might be doing. And we'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray.